Hello, and welcome back to Beyond Our Screens. I'm your host, Kai, and wow, we have a lot of catching up to do. I first want to apologize not only to listeners that were looking forward to the evolution of this show, but also guests that came in that didn't have their episodes ultimately posted. I will do better as a creator and host to not involve people in projects that I won't see through in the future. I just wanted to sit down and candidly talk about some things that are going on, new direction of the show, and life in general. First off, the show, it's hard to depend on other people for content for me. I've never been what I would call a good collaborator, or rather a natural collaborator. I always have to really extend myself and spread myself thin in order to connect with other people, especially on something that will be broadcast to other people, because I'm trying to make sure that I come across the right way, not only to like my guests or people I'm playing games with, but also to people who are going to be listening in on it. I think a big reason why I didn't want to release some of those episodes was because I didn't like the way that I came across, and I felt like the content was a bit stale because I wasn't learning episode to episode because I recorded so many things at once. I definitely still want to have people on the show in the future, just not all the time. I do think that I'm constantly changing my mind on what I want to do as a creator. And I do think that constantly changing my mind is good because, I'm doing this for fun. If it's not fun for me anymore, then it isn't serving its purpose, which kind of leads me into the next part, is like where I am now. I've felt really out of love with streaming recently. And honestly, the straw that broke the camel's back was the Resident Evil 4 stream. And I posted about it. I posted about putting it on hold because it honestly hurt my feelings so badly. If you didn't see it, I was doing a playthrough of Resident Evil 4. I've never played on controller before. I've never played a game like Resident Evil. I've only really played like Valorant, Genshin, now Marvel Rivals. And it was, a big leap for me, not only in content, but also as a gamer, to try something new like that so far out of my wheelhouse. And I was really open about that with the community before I even started. Man, I just got dogged on. like, no matter how many times I was like, don't backseat me. Okay. Like, I don't know what I'm doing because I've never done something like this before, but I want to learn. No matter how many times I said that, people just couldn't respect it. And it just got so out of hand. Everyone was just so mean. Everyone was so mean to me. And honestly, the reason why I wanted to play Resident Evil 4 was because, one, I'm trying to mix up my content, my gaming content a lot more, but also so many people are talking about how they'd played it and how much they enjoyed it and enjoyed the story, enjoyed the characters, enjoyed the franchise. And I've never been a part of something like that because I really only play competitive shooter games. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun. I'm going to like fall in love with these characters, a storyline. I'm going to be challenged. And then I just wasn't even able to enjoy it. I think I'm definitely partially to blame for not speaking up sooner and kind of creating an environment for myself that doesn't feel safe or happy or fun all the time. At the end of the day, streaming is a hobby for me. Gaming especially is a hobby for me. I feel like I have a lot of good stories to tell, and I don't think that I'm on a platform that allows me to share those things. And I think that I'm on a platform that allows me to hide from what I really want to do because I know that I'm afraid of failing at the things that I'm actually passionate about. I want to make videos. I want to make beautiful fucking videos. I have so many different projects and scripts that are already written out and ideas in my notes, either for shorts or long form videos. And frankly, I just don't have the time to shoot them and edit them the way that I see it in my mind because I dedicate hours of my life to streaming video games online. And I think it's fun, but sometimes I look at the amount of hours that I've streamed and I've thought, what if I put that time into bettering the craft that I actively crave to be a part of again. There's not really a film scene here, like at all. So I do feel like I'm missing a big part of myself pretty frequently. I still see myself as a filmmaker. I see myself as a video creator and editor. And that's not even like in the content creator sense. I mean, professionally. I mean, passionately. Like, I want to be able to create pretty things for myself to look back on, to grow on. I am obsessed with improving my craft. And now that I've been introduced to content creation, I see that as a way to introduce my craft to other people, whether to inspire them, entertain them, make them think, open to interpretation, depending on ideas. But I just don't have the time to do it whenever I'm sitting down and playing games. And it's kind of bittersweet because I also feel like I started streaming for connection. I started this to bring people together, to make friends. Now instead it kind of feels like a waste of time. And the thing is, this is my fault because I'm not doing what I want on stream, because it feels like every time I take one step closer to feeling comfortable doing it, I take a few steps back. I feel like I know where I excel, and it's hard because on one hand, do I invest in the thing that I know I'm good at, or do I continue trying new things as a live streamer until I find something that makes me happy and I'm good at it? I don't know. Food for thought. It's honestly up in the air, and I'm sure we'll get more into it in future episodes, but that's what content creation is. Content creation is ever evolving, and as you grow as a person, your content has to change with you. And I'm recognizing that since I have even started the show, and far before that, I was a different person. I think now I have new values, new outlook, new mindset, and I just kind of have to find my people again. It's going to be difficult, but I think that's part of what makes content fun. You know, and it's not to say that I'm going to stop streaming, because I'm no quitter. Mama didn't raise no bitch. So I'm probably going to continue streaming in the meantime, but I think that there's no winning. I think the more that I try to satisfy the masses, or think, will my community like this? Will people think this is funny or interesting? I think the harder it is for me to feel passionate about it. For the next few months, I'm just going to get incredibly selfish with my content as a whole. I need to get back to the place where I was when I started streaming, which was, this is fully a hobby and I'm doing what I enjoy. The people that come to me, because I've spent so much time trying to cater to the people that have shown up time after time, that I've kind of done myself a disservice and now feel this way. I'm taking some time off of streaming, just like a few days, to kind of reevaluate what I want to do. I think it's good. I think I'm having fun. And I think that ultimately future me and my future community will be very happy about this kind of like this time of reflection. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today for this mini-sode of Beyond Our Screens. I will see you again soon, hopefully more consistently, and take care of yourselves. Whether you're a content creator that is struggling with figuring out where to go next, or just a viewer that enjoys listening to me up, I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.